saying she loses a full-time position and settles for
Yeah.
a part-time position.
Run the
which I
meeting.
don't know that I want to do.
All right.
Let's vote, good, 'cause I'm like, I don't, I guess this is easy,
We will
but I'm
call this meeting to order at 5:03. If everybody could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call.
Chairman Gilbert, absent. Vice Chair Hartless.
Here.
Member Bailey.
Here.
Member Com, absent. Member Mealy.
Here.
Member Penn.
Here.
And then we have Phoenix, Amy, and Marion. All right.
Okay, and call to the public. We do have one call to the public, Miss Vivian Hartless, and she is with the Friends of the Library, if you guys are not aware. And she'd like to talk about, I think you wrote fundraiser project
Okay, I
here.
know, because I don't know how to spell. That was, I flunked spelling. But they're in there, you can make it out. So anyway, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Vivian Hartless, and I am on the Friends of the Library board. I'm fairly new to that board, but I got to tell you, I'm just really excited about it, and some of the things that these people do, they're very, very committed and very dedicated. I don't know if you know anybody on our board. We have Wanda and Dave, what's the last name? Dollahan. And Ruthie, former librarian, is our president. And then we have Julie Castillo, me, Ray Castillo, Ray Cornelius, Wanda and Deanna Wendell. And so there's and then one more other lady on there that I don't know. We're always looking for board members, so if you guys are ever interested. And so one of the things that we do, our function, is to raise money for the library to offset some of the programs that Phoenix and the library put on over there. And we raise our money mainly by our book sales and donations. And so I just wanted you guys to know that we have our book sales. We at the beginning of the first Monday of the month, and then we do it the second weekend of the month. And that's when our big one is. That's when we do it on Friday, Saturday, and we bring out all the tables and everything like that. So one of the things we also do, and this is new to us, I don't know if you guys were aware of it or if Phoenix shared it with you, but it's called Operation Books. Are you guys familiar with this program? And what it is it's an organization, and there's a lot of people that belong to it, and they're looking for books. There are certain books that people want, and they're looking for, and they're willing to pay for them. And so they did a little in-service for us, like a Zoom meeting, and they send us a scanner. And what we do is, as we go through our books, we scan them, and if we get a red check, that means they don't want it. If we get a green check, that means that that's the book they're looking for, and we put it in a box. They supply the box, and when we fill a box, we let them know, and then they send us a shipping thing to send them for free. And I believe we get 40% of their proceeds, which really helps us because we do get a lot of donations for books, and they're really hard to store. And so we want to move our books. And so whenever we get a green check, you think we won the lottery. We're like, woohoo, we won. And so
40% of what they're giving back is more than what you would typically sell a book for.
what we would typically, so we just sent our first box off not too long ago. We're working on our second box. So they send a check every quarter. So the end of this quarter is March 31st. And so that's another way that we raise money. And so we'll see how profitable it is. But by reading this and going all over everything, it seemed like a win-win for us. So that's why we joined it. So that's another way we do it. And then we do our book sales, and like I said, when the book sales are, and so our next book sale is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. And so I wanted to let you guys know that what we do, and this is new, what we've done is we do this thing called a bag of book. And these are our bags that you come, and if you fill this bag for $5, we used to do 3. We raised it to 5 because it was so good. And they can, as many books as they can fit in there, they can take for $5. And this book sale, your name will be put into a drawing because it's Valentine's Day, and you will be able to win a chocolate for one of your Valentines, or if you don't have a Valentine, you can eat it yourself. So this is gonna be the grand prize, and then these other two. So that's where we're trying to hype up our book sales and get the word out and draw more people in. So I just wanted to let you know that. And I didn't know if you knew about our bag of books, but I think it's an awesome, awesome, awesome deal. That's just me. One of the other things we do, and we were at the library today, and we did like 10 of them. I left 4 or 5 there, and they sold. So I only have one to show you guys. I wanted to share with you. But this is called, what we do, we call it is our, it's called Blind Date with a Book. So we have these books that we wrap up, we decorate them. We have a bunch decorated for Valentine's Day. This will tell you a little bit of what the book's about, but it's a blind date. We'll give you chocolate or popcorn and tea, but the idea is to do it. We used to sell them for $1. We just raised our price to $2. And so we had a bunch in there, but we sold what was about 4 or 5 of them, and so we sold them today. So we do that at our book sales also, and that's a big hit. That's brand new too. And so one of our biggest other fundraisers, let me see, is I've been on a winning streak lately, me and my husband, and let me tell you, so I want to pay it forward.
Yes,
And
she
so
has.
I won this basket at the Elks wine tasting. And so I donated it back to the library, and what we did was we spiced it up a little bit. We unspiced it. We took the alcohol out of it, and we put books in. And so it's called Take a Coffee Break with a Book, and it tells you what's in here. There's a coffee pot. It was a beautiful basket.
There's a whole
It was a-
Keurig in there.
Yes.
It was a beautiful basket, and so we're selling those. I don't have tickets now, but we're selling those for $1 ticket or 6 for $5. And this is going to be displayed at the library, so if you guys would be really grateful to support us and buy some tickets. Well, we don't have them yet. They'll come tomorrow, and so they'll be on sale for tomorrow.
But you can share it on your Facebook page.
Yeah, so you guys can do that. And then the other thing is, because we do get a lot of donations for books, we don't have a lot of room to store our books. So one of the things we really, really needed was a shed, a shed. So we did do some research on how much it was, and we reached out to the IDA, and we were approved for the grant to purchase our shed. So we got the money to purchase our shed, but we're having some hiccups, and this is where I think you guys, I don't really know what your function is as an advisory board, but I think we need to reach out to you, and I think we need to, kind of work together. We have the shed, we have the space for it. Our hiccup is that the town Public Works needs to either put it in their budget or come out and measure it. There's something it's held up there. So as soon as we can get that little hiccup taken care of, our shed will be there. And actually, you guys, it's a safety issue, because on Mondays, we don't bring out all the tables. We just open the book nook. And so you have boxes in there, so you have to really kind of maneuver around them. And if you know, the majority of our patrons are elderly people, and so it's really hard for them to maneuver. And so we're trying to, our hope is that when we get the shed, all those boxes will now be stored over there, and our tables, because normally we have to take everything out, put it on the side, and make it as best as we can for somebody to maneuver that on Mondays. So, but if there's any way you guys can nudge the council to get that taken care of, we'd really, really appreciate it. We worked hard for that money. We don't have a big budget because, like I said, we don't sell our books for a whole lot of money. And so and I'm just all about fundraisers. We do go dark during the summer. So our last book sale is going to be in March. We're going to have, our book dates are always here, and they're always in the library. Our March 3rd is our next one on Monday, and then we'll have March 14th and 15th. And at that one, my other fundraiser is we're going to combine not just our book sale, but we're going to have a small rummage sale, like a yard sale, and we're all going to clean out our closets and stuff. So that'll bring in some more money too. And so, but that's all I really have. Some of the other things we have that we sell is we're looking for when we're going through our books, the book and the tape, and then we want to do a comparison, so we wrap them up like that and say which one was better, the book or the tape, and that we sell for like $1 or $2 too. And then when we get like a whole bunch of books, we kind of wrap them up and we sell them as a book club book, so that if somebody out there at a trailer park or somebody wants to do their own little book club, then they can buy this for, I think it's $4, and you can get like, what is it, 4 or 5 books, so. And so those are kind of some of the ideas. And we're always looking for board members, and thank you for your time, and I appreciate it, and please support us and buy our tickets. Any questions?
Hey, I was married to a history teacher, so you might want to, in case they don't like Valentine's Day, it's also Statehood Day.
There you go.
So-
Oh, that's a good idea.
so
Okay.
You
So
can
we'll
buy
look-
a Statehood Day,
I'm sure you have books
Something.
about Arizona in there.
yeah,
Yeah, we
and do an
did.
Arizona history.
We did,
Just,
so.
just a thought.
So, anyway, that's it. If there's any questions, or if you guys have any ideas for us to raise money, please let us know. But those are just some of the ideas I came up with, and I
Perfect.
wanted to share them with you guys. So,
Thank you.
Now I gotta
Bill?
get all this stuff back out to my car.
Okay, and now for our librarian's report.
All right. Hello, everyone. Last month we held 9 programs, which was significantly less than we typically do. I think that we were focused a lot on the Holocaust exhibit at the end of the month. And then we visited the junior high once. We attended the tourism expo and spoke to hundreds of people about the library. We did outreach at the community center one day. We set up a table at Pace's off-road experience. And Brooklyn presented at AWC for their new students that were coming in. We had a total of 345 people attend our second annual Holocaust Memorial and exhibit. That total includes the Parker High School's history students, the pair's 8th graders, right? Yeah, okay, great. And 3 of Wallace Elementary's 3rd and 4th grade classes. And then junior high kids who were there seeking extra credit after school as well. A huge, huge, huge shout out is due once again to Joanna for her hard work and dedication to this exhibit. She puts a lot of time and effort to make sure it looks nice and that word really gets out about it. It's a topic that's near and dear to her heart, and I think she does a wonderful job. Library staff received a naloxone / how to respond to an overdose or how to spot an overdose training from Pace's prevention specialist at COM. And we plan to do a monthly training with them to ensure that staff is prepared in case of an emergency. Coming up, we are introducing a few new programs this month. So we're looking for programming that's going to be not as costly, but still fun without sacrificing the quality of the program due to the budget. So a couple of those are Music and Movement Mondays for our 0 to 5-year-old children with their grown-up, and to supplement Fable Makers, which is our after-school craft story time on Tuesdays with 1st to 5th graders. Every other Tuesday we'll do Indoor Recess with that same group. And then we plan on doing Career Prep Day for all ages at the end of the month, where patrons we can help patrons build their resumes, practice their interview skills, assist with job searches and applications, as well as set up their LinkedIn profiles. It's something that we offer on a daily basis, but we want to try and target that group of people for one day. Additionally, a new ceiling in the lobby was installed. Yay! It's very bright whenever you walk in. We love it. It's updated. Yeah, there's water in there. And then there's just some statistics there at the bottom. Our circulation is a little bit down from last year, but not too much. Our Libby items are up as usual. Patrons are about the same. Computer usage sessions are down a little bit, but we think that that's also due to we've had some tech problems in the library with our software not necessarily working very well with the server, but we're working on getting that fixed. Study room sessions were down, but reference transactions were up. We were answering a lot more questions this year, or we were keeping better track of it. We added 61 materials, and Canopy had 62 plays. So that's one thing that we want to work on advertising a little bit better is our Canopy service. But yeah, we're excited for this next month, which is that calendar in front of you. We have it two different ways. So we have the calendar style on the one side and then by ages on the back. That way it breaks it down a little bit simpler for parents or people who are just looking for certain types of programs. You also have the Friends book sales on there as well. And then I did want to include our Read Across America Week flyer for you guys. We are, instead of doing one big program, one big shebang, and trying to compete with other Read Across America days, we decided to instead spread it out during that first week of spring break. I know that a lot of people have fair stuff going on, but we're hoping that it'll still be successful. We have Wildman Phil with all of his creepy crawly friends coming on that first Monday. We're very excited. The kids loved him this last summer. He brought a giant snake, spiders, all that jazz. The magician who was here for last year's Read Across America Day will be back. He did a great job with the kids and actually showed some of them how some of the magic tricks worked, and tied in library resources as well to his act. On Wednesday, we want to do a readathon to reach our goal of reading for 300 minutes, so we'll be providing free snacks to participants. All ages are welcome. And then Thursday, we're going to do a movie marathon day. So what we want to do is just play movies that are based on books. So, and then display the books out while the movie is playing. So hopefully encourage people to check out those books. Any questions about any of this? Any thoughts, ideas, comments, concerns?
I think it's great. Do we know what Crit Library's doing for that week?
They're doing on, I think the Friday before, they're doing their big
Okay,
to do.
I think that'll be good. That way,
It'll spread it out.
right.
Yeah. And then it's a lot less work, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think we'll be able to reach more kids throughout the week. We'll see how it goes. We're trying it out.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, old business, discussion and possible action on the following items. The Story Walk update. Do we have an update on that?
Nope. We're still waiting for, same thing with the Xeriscape. We're just waiting on bids,
Okay.
I think is where we're at.
And if we're okay, I'll just go ahead and remove those items until they're ready to come back.
Okay.
The garden, though, we have new plants in there now. So if you want to walk through, the music instruments are up. They're really fun. They aren't even annoying whenever somebody's just banging on them for nonsense. It doesn't sound that bad.
New business, discussion and action to approve or deny the meeting minutes of January 13th, 2025. If everybody's had a chance to look those over. If anybody wants to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed to that? No? Okay, thank you. Discussion and action to fill the vacant seat on the advisory board.
We don't have any.
Did we repost it?
I don't remember. I'll put up if you want to send me the flyer, I can put it up in the library. We'll put it
Oh,
in the
that'd be a
front.
good idea.
Yeah, with the applications behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if you know of anybody,
I know, I tried.
I've tried so hard. A lot of people are on so many boards, but I'm trying to tell them this one is like easy one. This is like, it's not so much work as like Parks and Rec was so much work. I said, this is, I'm trying to convince them to come, but so I'm trying to. Okay, so I would say let's repost that though again. And then, as you said, put applications in the library. That would be a good idea. Future topics? Anybody have any future topics they'd like to discuss? Yes.
Do we know what the theme is going to be this year
For summer reading?
Yes.
We do.
Okay,
And we
good.
already have the whole summer mapped out.
Okay, that's a future topic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bring you a little presentation. We're excited. The theme is Color Your World, so it's all themed around art. We're gonna kick off the summer with a mestival, so a bunch of messy stuff. We're partnering with PACE as well as the Parker PD.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. It's a little teaser.
The ages for that this year.
It's all ages every year. So we're gonna be doing similar to Music and Movement Monday for 0 to 5.
Okay.
But I believe we're gonna try and park that on a Wednesday morning. And then we'll have programming for K to 2nd, 3rd to 5th,
Okay.
6th through, I think we're gonna split up the junior high and the high school again. I'll have to go back and look at my calendar, and then adults as well.
Okay.
Okay. If there's nothing further to discuss, we'll adjourn this meeting at 5:24.
Next meeting will be
March 10th.
After Read Across America Week, after the fair.